Hello everybody and welcome back to Path to Platinum, the series where trophies are my game and Matt is my name. Today we're going to be looking at a game that quite honestly came way out of left field, at least for me anyway, and that game is Tormented Souls. Now this game is an old school survivor horror fan's dream. Seriously, if you liked the original Resident Evil games, or the older Silent Hill games, then I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that you will personally love this game. It is a must-buy. I mean, I don't see how you couldn't love it. It's just such a great throwback to what we grew up with. People from my age group, anyway. However, enough about that for now. If you guys enjoyed this video or it helps you out, then please don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course hit that notification bell to support me, and I would really appreciate it. Now that we got that shameless plug out of the way, it's time to take a much deeper look at this hidden gem of a game, as well as one that I truly hope that you will all enjoy. This is Tormented Souls. Now, throughout the course of this video, you will notice a face cam in the corner that doesn't sync up with my audio right now. That's because the footage I use to make these guides is taken from my live streams. I live stream every week, trophy hunting my life away for your entertainment. Occasionally it's a fun time where shit like this happens. Ha ha! You like that? Bitch! Alright, here we go. I can't see shit! What the fuck? If this sort of thing strikes your fancy, consider stopping by sometime to hang out. The more the merrier. But anyways, back to the video. Now the way this video is going to play out is essentially like this. I'm going to be playing through the game showing the locations of every single optional, collectible, and trophy in the game. As long as you're following along, you won't miss anything. Once the first playthrough is over, we'll be going over any trophies remaining for a trophy cleanup run, and that will take up the second half of the video. Also, just a disclaimer before we begin, if you guys want to skip ahead at any time to a specific collectible or trophy analysis, then please feel free to use the timestamp navigation tool in the description to do just that. Otherwise, if you're starting from scratch, then feel free to continue watching from here as we go over everything leading up to the platinum. So let's get it! Alright, so the first trophy you're going to want to be aware of is the Serial Killer trophy, which requires you to kill 40 enemies throughout the course of the game. Now, the game definitely gives you more than enough ammo to accomplish this goal, however, I haven't actually tested if this trophy is cumulative or not. Meaning, if you get 20 kills on one playthrough, and then get another 20 on a separate playthrough, I have no idea if that counts, so it's best to just get all 40 in one run. There's roughly double that amount throughout the game anyway, so you shouldn't have any issues getting this trophy. Besides, murdering them is fun, and the desire to do so should come naturally. Next up is the trophy Death, which, as the name implies, requires you to die. However, it has to be specifically at the hand of the shadows. If you're confused, then simply walk down the hall as soon as you exit the first room of the game, and presto! You got yourself an easy trophy. Also, you're dead! Have fun watching the intro cutscene again. Something tells me the boys in chat might like that opportunity anyway. Alright, so here we go. First collectible of the playthrough, William's Diary number 3, in the very room that you start the game in. So there you go, in the locker. And this is going to be in the East Wing corridor just outside the room you start in. Once you have the lighter, you'll be able to see it. So there you go. Go ahead and loot Maria's Diary A. Maria's Diary B is going to be right after you meet the priest that's in the same room with him. There you go. Just next to the suits. There it is. William Diary number 1. This is going to be in the dentist room after turning on the generator. So there you go. That's how you get access to this room. Maria's Diary F, so this is going to be quite a ways after what we just saw in the west corridor. So there you go. This is after gaining entry to the main hall. That's where that is. This west bathroom is accessible through the very same hallway we were just in. So there you go, on the toilet there. Watch out, because there's an enemy in that room. Also, the first part to the shotgun is also in this hall, so go ahead and grab that before you leave. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss the shotgun. Sewing room is on the second floor from the main hall. Maria's Diary C in the save room. Pretty hard to miss that one. Crucifixion. So as soon as you get to this room, dining room hallway, immediately after the library, there's going to be a wheelchair enemy in here. But as you can see, these knights are primed and ready for a good fucking. So you can actually bait this enemy into these knights and get him killed, thus earning you the trophy. I shot him quite a bit before I lured him in, and then the trap killed him. I don't know if it would kill him from full health or not. I have no idea, because I wounded him. But, you know, do your best. Immediately after that very same hallway, coming into the dining room here, we're going to find our next diary. So there's that one. And we also need 5 medkits for a trophy, so you'll get your first one once you enter this room here. This is yet again another save point, harboring your first aid kit. So there you go. That's that one. In the disinfectant room, very close to where we just were, you will find our next William diary. So there's that one. Easy to miss. Gunsmith. Here's your next shotgun part. Immediately after where we just were. Very easy to spot this part. Not too easy to miss. You definitely want the shotgun in this game. Missing it would be fucking awful. I mean, I can't even imagine playing this game without the shotgun. I'm like, is that possible? Hello? But we got it, so no worries. Next diary, in the dressing room. So after you're leaving this side of the second floor, the west side. West side! But there you go. Careful, there's an enemy in that room. This is going to be our next med kit. So once we gain access to the new area of the basement, going through the hatch in the hallway, there is an enemy around here. I already killed him, but you're not going to see him. But yes, this will be our very second first aid kit. Wow, I didn't edit out a lot. This clip's lasting quite a while. Apparently I didn't bother to speed it up, but there you go. That took a while to pick up, but we got it. Next up, boiler room, which is in... Well, wait, this is the boiler room. What the hell am I saying? For some reason, I've refused to open my map in this area, so that's why I'm showing how to get here, instead of opening up the map and showing where the room actually is. But that's the next one. And then this will be once you get to the morgue, which is not that long after where we just were. We're going to find our next diary in here. So there you go, there's that one. And then this is going to be in the very same room we were just in, but the VHS tape version of it. Which, I mean, you can't miss this. You have to come here to advance the story, so... It's not like you're going to miss it, but yeah, once you get here, don't forget to pick up the diary. So there it is. And this is in the very same room, but not the VHS tape version, except this time the cell's going to be open for you. Spoiler alert, I'm not going to say how it opens, but you do have to come back here, so don't forget the diary. Now, the pharmacy room. Once you have the combination key, you can open this up. Not going to say how, avoiding spoilers, but the diary is as soon as you enter, so there you go. And there is also going to be your next medkit in here. However, I did actually miss it on my playthrough. I will point out where it is. It's right fucking there, but I didn't pick it up because I'm stupid. But that is the third one. And then this will be in the intensive care area, which you also need the combination key to access. This is when you're trying to give the priest back his arm. So you want to come in here. This room is seemingly pointless, but hello, we're actually going to open this door, which leads to nothing. But it actually opens the door in the room 2A in the real world, or the non-mirror version, whatever you want to call it. And it'll also have not only your next med kit, which is going to be number 4, but also the best weapon in the game, which is the electric lance. So you're not going to want to miss those. And the next diary is going to be in the laundry room. Now that we have the flashlight, we can access this room. And there it is, right near the entryway. And our fifth and final medkit is going to be in the very next room, after where we just looted our last diary. And you just want to circle around these bathtubs. You will eventually make your way to it. Now, your trophy should pop here if you haven't missed any first aids, but mine didn't because, like I said, I didn't pick up one of the ones I've shown. Also, by this point, I'm just letting you know that by the time I got here, this was my 40th kill. So, basically, this is a reminder saying around now is where you should be netting 40 kills. Maybe not in this room specifically, but you should be around that ballpark. Anyways, once you're done with the floppy disk solution, you're able to access the bedroom. You're going to find your next diary, so don't forget that one. There it is. And in the children's room, after the cutscene with the horrifying monster, you will find the diary in here as well, so don't forget that one. And this is going to be the office right across from where we just were. Just simply double back and make your way over here. And there you go, right on the desk there is your next one. So there it is. And this, well, the story will eventually lead you here. I'm not going to say how, but you do have to come this way at some point. And your next diary is going to be right here on the bench. So there's that one. And that will complete Maria's diary entries if you haven't missed any by this point. But this will be once you've opened the secret entryway in the office. We're going to come back to this area. And be careful because the big horrifying creature can spawn in this room. It is random, but just be aware. Once you hear the horrifying music, you'll know whether or not the enemy is in the room. And your next diary will be right where you loot the ID card, which you need in order to advance the story. I'm just showing you that right here. And once you've dealt with the enemy, there you go. Now, once you get to this room, you're going to be presented with a fork in the road. If you go left, that's just going to bring you to the end of the game. Not right away, mind you, but the path eventually leads to a point of no return. However, if you go up, it's going to lead you to a completely optional room that isn't required for beating the game, but we're going to have to go through here for a number of reasons related to trophies. Now, if you guys want to figure out the puzzle in this room for yourselves, feel free to pause the video and do so. However, in about 5 seconds, I will be spoiling the solution for this puzzle, so there's your warning. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So the answer is Gold Door, Air Basin, North, Embers, Earth Basin, Embers, and West. If done correctly, you will reach a secret room, and in this room there will be a syringe on the desk in front of you, so go ahead and pick that up because we're going to need it. And in the very same room as well, you will find another of Bertram's diary entries, so make sure you don't forget that before you leave. There it is. And continuing along the previous path that we could have gone in the fork in the road, you will eventually happen upon this room, the preacher room, I guess you want to call it. Eventually, you'll make your way to the sewers. You'll see an enemy patrolling around this doctor bed. Doctor bed. Whatever the fuck it's called. But there you go. Your next entry's right next to it. And then immediately from where we just looted that, we're going to make our way down the stairs here. And your next diary is going to be very close. These diaries are not far apart. But there you go. Just up ahead before you cross the bridge. Boom. There it is. You're welcome. And this is going to be in Anna's room with the save point. You will have to come in here, so it's pretty fucking hard to miss this. It also tells you the save combo, so yeah, good luck missing that. But this will be closer to where you need to end up going. And there's that horrifying diary entry. And this will be after you get what you need from the sewer and you double back to the children's room from the sewer. You can find the final Anna entry in this very room. So there you go! And once we have the VHS, we're also going to come back to this room, enter the alternate version of the dentist office. Again, the story will lead you here. You have to come this way in order to progress, so there's no missing this. But you could miss the diary if you're not attentive. But that will be the final William entry. And now all we're missing is Bertram entries. However, what's annoying about the sewer is that you can't pull up the map. I would be showing you where the entries are in the sewer, but I can't, because there's no map for this area. So you just kind of have to tell from where I'm standing. But there you go. After the cutscene, you can grab that one. This will be once you enter the bunker stairs. You know, again, you have to come this way, so you could just kind of go by the names of the room. Just make sure you're paying attention. This is in the room where the Iron Maiden spike trap tries to kill you for walking by. You can kind of use that as a landmark to tell where you are. But yes, that is the final Bertram diary entry, so there you go. And this is an extra first aid. I know we already got the trophy, but this is where you can get an extra one if you missed a previous one. It's right there in the cabinet. And there is also a first aid during the last boss fight, so make sure to be mindful of that. Now, this is just a heads up for everybody watching that this point right here marks the point of no return. So if you proceed past this area, you won't be able to backtrack. So if you've missed something, now is the time to go back and get it. You can literally revisit any room in the game, and nothing is locked out for you prior to this moment, so do what you gotta do now. Rack up your remaining kills if you don't have 40 yet, or go get those 1 or 2 diary entries you missed, and count your blessings. This is your final warning, friends. Do it. Now, once you get to this room, this is where that syringe we picked up is gonna come into play. After the big fight in this room, pick up the key and make your way over to this lovely creature and inject that liquid goodness straight into her carotid artery before proceeding ahead. This will grant you access to the bolt cutters, so go ahead and pick those up, and once you do, you'll be good to go. This is required in order to get a specific ending that we need for a trophy. Shortly after the final boss, you'll start backtracking through the mansion towards the ending of the game. However, before you do that, you're going to want to stop in this room and go ahead and pop in the Experiment Room VHS back into the player and make your way over to Little Anna. Once you get to her cell, go ahead and use the bolt cutters on the lock and see what happens. I won't spoil the cutscene so you can watch it for yourself. However, this was needed in order to get the ending we want, so I had to at least talk about it. Doing this and finishing the game will net you the Sisters Trophy. Okay, now that we've wrapped up our first playthrough and got the correct ending, now we can focus on nabbing the final trophies we have left over. The first of which is Untouchable, which requires you to beat the game without ever healing yourself once. The second one is Anxiety, which requires you to beat the game in under 3 hours. Amnesia is going to be the third one, which requires you to beat the game without ever having saved the game. And the last trophy we will need is called Remorse, which requires you to, as the name implies, get the Remorse Ending. Now, you can, in theory, get all of these trophies in a single run, which would save you from having to do 3 or maybe even 4 playthroughs of this game. However, I personally would strongly recommend splitting these trophies up among your playthroughs. Trying to go for all of these trophies at once is extremely difficult, not to mention stressful, and if you don't have a perfect memory of the puzzle solutions, the locations of items and enemies, and just an overall good sense of game knowledge, then this is going to be really annoying. These things would come to you over time throughout repeated playthroughs, but for the sake of avoiding the stress of too much pressure, what I did was I went for my no heals and under 3 hours runs separately, as well as achieving the Remorse Ending by the end of that playthrough. And I kept my no saves run for my third and final playthrough. And I would strongly advise you guys to do the same, or at least something similar. Trust me, being able to save during the no heals and under 3 hours run makes it so much easier. Whenever you get hit, make a mistake, or take too much time doing something, you could just reload your file and try it again without issue. I find this is the best way to do this, but ultimately, the choice is up to you guys to do whatever you want with your runs of this game. The journey to your platinum is yours to plan out. I'm just here to offer advice, so take this as you will. Now, if you guys want to see exactly what these runs entail in a more real-time example, then I will post a link both in the video as well as in the description to my playthroughs of these runs. So if you guys want to watch them and follow along, then I've given you the option to do so in case you'd like more help. But aside from that, that pretty much covers everything. The last thing I should probably talk about is how to specifically get the Remorse Ending, and honestly, it's fairly simple. Once you get back into this room, just ignore the creature up on the cross and walk right past it as you proceed to beat the game. Then just play it out like normal. Once you get to the end, you'll get the ending that we need, and that's all there is to that one. And with your platinum secured, that's gonna be it! But please, if you guys enjoyed this video or it helped you out, then I would really appreciate it if you would leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course hit that notification bell to support me. Seriously, it goes a long way. Also, don't forget to check out my link in the description to my Path to Platinum playlist, which covers many a game. I have guides on several games, so if there's any other games that you would like help with, or other games that interest you trophy-wise, then feel free to check out the playlist, because it's all there, and that's what it's there for. And with that, I'm out, lads, so have a good one, everybody. Take care, and I will definitely see you in the next one.